Hello guys, welcome to today's video. My name is Khalid the Workaholic. Some of you guys already know me, and as you guys can probably tell, I'm here at the beautiful Usumadam. But today's video is not really about Usumadam. Actually, I'm not even talking about Abuja at all. Recently I was on a trip to Bauchi with my friends at Bauchi Friends Stores, so I've been looking for an opportunity to narrate my experiences and hopefully share a guideline for you guys, so just in case you guys are planning to go on a trip to Bauchi, so you guys can know how to properly explore the city of Bauchi. Now, bearing in mind, the guideline I'm going to be sharing with you guys will be drawn from the itinerary that my friends at Bauchi Friends Stores use for their own tour. I don't know, you guys will be hearing Bauchi Friends a lot on this trip. That's because the trip is organized by them and they totally deserve all the credit they're going to be getting on this trip, because actually they put up a nice one together. Alright guys, so we took off from Abuja at exactly 7:30 a.m. and in about 3 hours time we were already greeted by the amazing landscape of Plateau State. So while we were in Jos is the capital city of Plateau State, of course. One funny encounter we had was seeing a large herd of cattle we were trying to cross the road, and that actually wasted our time for say 10 to 15 minutes. I've never seen a large herd of cattle like that at one particular spot at a time, and it was just quite ridiculous. And there are more coming.
Oh wow!
Wait, are they migrating or what? So time is currently around 12 o'clock. We did a little pit stop to stretch our legs and ease ourselves. We're actually in Jos right now. So as you can tell, time is already against us, but I think you're still pretty good. So there was a couple of hold up on the road, and that's because today is Friday, so they blocked most of the parts that would have easily used to exit the city. But anyway, we found our way around it. So if you're traveling around the side on Friday, you should keep that in mind. Alright, as you guys can see, we have arrived Bauchi town. So time is about 2 p.m. It wasn't exactly what we planned, but it was still a great time. It's nice to be back here in Bauchi. Okay, so as opposed to getting to Bauchi and then heading down to Yankari Game Reserve straight, we actually stayed one night in Bauchi. That is so we are able to check out a couple of places in Bauchi town, so we wouldn't have to go to Yankari Game Reserve and having to come out to check out this place again and then going back to Yankari Game Reserve, because it doesn't make a lot of sense. Yankari Game Reserve is actually a whole lot of distance away from the Bauchi town, so it just makes more sense to spend a day or a night, so to say, in Bauchi town. Check out a couple of these places before we head down to Yankari Game Reserve. So our first point of action upon getting to the hotel was that the people chilled out. Of course, they had some lunch, and it was about 4-5 p.m. and we headed out to our first location, which was actually Gubi Lake. So as usual, Gubi Lake was an amazing experience as always, but I should mention that the weather as such when we had this trip was really terrible. It was so hazy, as in that's not the best I have seen it. I mean, I've gone to Gubi Lake at better times where the weather was clear, where you had the sunset and everything, because actually the whole idea of going to Gubi Lake was to go and witness the sunset, but we didn't actually find any. But nonetheless, it was a good experience that we were there. We had some fun, played some games, had some fruit and things like that, and then we headed back to the hotel. We had some dinner and we called it a night, because at this point everybody was actually tired. So it was day 2 in Bauchi, and of course everyone was pumped, everyone was excited on the trip. It felt like this was the day the trip was about to start proper, and this is also the part I should mention, the caterer. I don't know where my friends at Bauchi Friends Stores got this caterer from, but our food was so amazing. But moving on, we had our breakfast and we headed out immediately. Our first point of action was actually to visit Sumu Wildlife Park. It's somewhere I've never been before, so I was particularly excited for that one. I mean, I've been to Bauchi a whole couple of times, but I've never just had the opportunity or chance to actually visit Sumu Wildlife Park. So particularly Sumu Wildlife Park was one of the experiences I was looking forward to on this trip. Guys, I made some new friends today. So on our way to Sumu Wildlife Park, we actually stopped at this village where we actually explored some caves that they had around here, and trust me, it was an amazing experience. I actually tore my pants while trying to navigate my way around these caves. It was quite interesting, and the people there are really warm too, I should mention that. How do you do this?
We do this
because this place is certainly too small for you.
So I'm thinking I'm going to take another route. I don't know if there is another route, but
Usually when you're hiking, you just create your route, you know, there are
just figure things out.
Just figure things out.
The one interesting thing I feel like I should share with you guys from this village was that the village people told us this funny story of how there used to be a witch. Of course, this things happened, you know, to the earliest settlers of this village. They said they were telling us about how there used to be a witch in the village. So they normally come to the cave and keep like food there and wine. So that is to attract the witch. And then the witch comes to the cave. The witch actually eats all of this food and drinks the wine. And then the witch, you know, magically just disappears back into the village and starts living with them again. I mean, it didn't make any sense, but of course, this is a whole history, and you know, when you hear things like this, it just makes you happy, I guess. How's it going?
It's great. This is the best part of the trip so far, I think.
Great, amazing.
I like it. Back in the United States, I rock climb. You know,
yeah,
so
I know, right? So this is an experience.
Yeah,
great.
Not quite the same kind of rock, but this is good.
But it works.
This is like kind of where I grew up, dry, kind of hot.
I can't watch a movie alone, and I can't watch it with my sister.
All right, Sumu Wildlife Park. Also, we moved on to Sumu Wildlife Park. Now, I should mention some little fun fact about Sumu Wildlife Park. There aren't any like carnivorous animals at Sumu Wildlife Park, and the common animals you can usually sight here are the giraffes, the zebras, the red and blue wildebeest, and some springbok, which is actually sighted a couple. It was an amazing experience, as you guys can probably already tell from this video. So, guys, we just spotted our first giraffe. Hopefully, we get to see more animals here on this safari trip. So far, it's living up to the hype. Sumu Wildlife Park, Bauchi, amazing. It is a very bumpy ride, but that's expected because this is a safari trip. All the smoke. Guys, we spotted an impala. I don't know if you guys can see it, but that's a pretty popular animal to, you know, the West African terrain. Do you think you want to say something for the camera? My name is Khalid. Nice to meet you. Come on, bro.
Come now, just...
Come. This guy now start you.
Under this shade. Why don't you go with your camera? Look at it. Look at it.
Go with your camera.
No, wild beast. Blue wild beast.
That's a blue wild beast. Now, you should also know that these animals were donated by the Namibian government when the park was actually opened here in 2006. This is like a restaurant for the animals. They come here to eat, but unfortunately we didn't catch them eating. Looks pretty nice. But do you guys keep like food for them? Or?
Yes, we drop food every morning.
Wow. Another interesting story I feel like share with you guys was that our truck we were using for the safari, actually developed a fault, so we needed to trek back to the camp. But it wasn't so much to complain about, although the sun was terrible. But then it's, you know, offered us the opportunity to actually get to sight more animals, and then it was not so much of a long distance, so we actually trekked back to the camp. You good? You got this? A1, you good?
I'm very.
I know you are a bushman, you have no problem. You good?
Yeah,
solid. You good?
Yeah.
Akaoma, say the truth. You good?
I hope I'm good. I'm hoping.
Aisha, you good? You scared?
No.
You sure? All right, Mr. Eric, you good? I'm sure you're pretty more used to this.
I'm better.
Better.
This is how you see animals, especially birds, on foot.
Nice.
I suppose, though, that if I get too far from the vehicle, they're going to tell me to get...
Yeah, true. Mr. Professor Dr. Eric.
I'm going to be famous if you're putting this on your Instagram.
I'm going to be putting it on my Instagram. You guys know, when one of us met in Abuja, he came to me and said, like, he knows me from Instagram, that I'm quite popular. Guys, I am blown.
Famous?
I didn't even know. I'm Mr. Professor.
I didn't even know. You're so humble.
Alright guys, we made it back to the camp. It was a long walk. The rest of the guys are still struggling down here. But yeah, time to get back to town. So Sumu Wildlife Park also has a museum, so it was also an added experience, you know, going into the museum and checking out some of this artifacts and some other, you know, historical elements they have in the museum. So from the Sumu Wildlife Park, we headed down for an ancient monument in Bauchi town. It's called the Gidan Madaki Monument, and this is definitely a place I would recommend for any Nigerian history lover. And moving on, we visited the Sir Abubakar Tafawa Balewa tomb. That is the tomb of Nigeria's first prime minister. And personally, I love to visit museums, libraries, because in there you find chockload of information as to your history and just, you know, very interesting fact that you would ordinarily not find somewhere else. And of course, this trip down here was not an exception. And by now, it was already getting to say 5 p.m. and we started heading down to Yankari Game Reserve. By now, everybody was pretty much tired and we just couldn't wait to get to, you know, Yankari Game Reserve. And it was, say, about a 3 hours ride to get to Yankari Game Reserve. Now, the funny thing is that when you get to Yankari Game Reserve, you see the first gate, you actually think that you're there. I was actually just laughing, telling the other guys that, trust me, you guys are in Yankari, but you're not actually in Yankari because it takes like another 1 hour to actually get to the main premises of Yankari Game Reserve. But we got there and it was already pretty late and then we called it the night. Alright guys, So time is currently 8 p.m. now. We just got to our quarters in Yankari Game Reserve. It's been a really long day. I don't really think I have anything to show you guys this night. We are just going to have dinner now. I am so exhausted. Everyone is exhausted. So we are just going to have dinner and probably go to bed. So I'll definitely catch you guys tomorrow morning. So tired.